Pilar Campos. You already know her, people in Catalonia at least. She's an archivist at the Municipal Archive of Barcelona, and she's also the representative of the Catalan Association regarding international dissemination and contacts among association and archives. So, Pilar, the floor is yours.
Thank you, David. Thank you to the Archiu Municipal de Girona and also to Faber-Llull Residency, who has let us use the residency in Olot for this amazing week of research and sharing. And well, I'm pretty nervous, so I'll start. My presentation, it's AI and archives, basic requirements. It's myself, Pilar, and Eloy, who hasn't been able to come, but he's involved in the project. What I'm presenting today is a kickoff of a case study. It's just the start. It's been a project that that has been started here in the Faber-Llull Residency, but we hope to continue it during some time until we reach our results. The research team it's myself from the Society of Catalan Archivists, Lluís Esteve Casellas and Sonia Oliveras from the City Council of Girona, Municipal Archives, and also Eloy Puertas from the University of Barcelona, who is not a practitioner as the other ones. It's the expert in artificial intelligence and machine learning who is helping us with his point of view so we can have the two contrasts. So from the archivist and records management and from the point of view of artificial intelligence. And what we want to do. Our goal is to do an identification of preliminary criteria to consider for an AI project in the archival domain. It's just to have the approach from the professionals to this criteria to do a project on AI, like the ones that we've been hearing during this seminar. The expected outcomes is to make a resource for professionals in archives to assess an AI solution. It can have different forms. The first one is a guide for decision making on AI solution for archives. So we can have this resource, this guide, to say, okay, maybe a commercial solution is okay for us. Maybe we can make it with an on-the-shelf solution like Azure, Google, or ChatGPT. Or maybe we'll need these pre-trained models like the ones that Mohammed has shown us, or we have to train our solution from the scratch. So we don't really know at the beginning, but we can have this criteria to start thinking about it. Also recommendations or a checklist for the archival professionals to assess this AI solution performance. So we'll, at the beginning, to have this checklist to say, okay, maybe we have to check this and this. We've done it. Okay, let's do the next step. And why are we doing this? We have a huge amount of data and social pressure regarding AI, but a scarcity and few implemented examples. Now everyone is talking about AI. It seems that AI will solve all our problems, but we have a bunch of problems in archives and we are not matching them with the solution. So we have to do this first step to say, okay, we have the data and it may be a solution. So let's do this. We also think that the lack of knowledge of AI solutions from professionals of the archives. We just know the existing solutions by hearing them, but we don't really know how to work with them. There's a gap of criteria to assess commercial solution and also the viability of AI solutions in archives. And a mistrust of archivists towards the potential results or AI solutions. We may have seen some commercial solutions or we've seen the failure of them. So we don't really know if they will work with our data or our funds. So we need to work with this. The methodology, wait, this is repeat. Okay. We'll do a cross review of AI literacy and archive with current ITRAS AI cases studies. So we are not starting from zero. We have this amazing research that the colleagues from ITRAS AI project are doing. They've done this surveys, done this preliminary studies. So we'll go to see the results, their conclusions, and also review the literacy. We want to review the tenders of the public administrations in Catalonia and Spain. We want to do these guidelines and these recommendations for a local perspective, because we cannot have this worldwide perspective of what is going on. And this is focused in our professionals from Catalonia and maybe Spain. So we want to see what's been hired or what's been developed, so we can see their recommendations or their guidelines. Discussing in focus group challenges, potential uses and perception about AI, identification the potential benefits and risk of the AI tools in archives, also with the opinion and this focus group with professionals, and reading and having the conclusion of this worldwide survey that's been going on. We'll want to check and validate the results from the perspective of AI experts. Sometimes we are very scared about something, and when you ask to the experts, say, okay, no, this is solved. You don't need to worry about that. Or sometimes we say, okay, this may be a problem, and it's the biggest problem ever. So we need to have the 2 point of view, and then compare them with the identification, assessment, and definition of the criteria, and check and validate the benefits and risks. Well, this is the same. And the expected results. The first one, it may be simple, but I think it's one of the most important ones, is the AI knowledge in the professional archives domain. It's a first step to approach the professionals, the practitioners, with all this research. At the end, we are the Society of Catalan Archivists. It's for professionals, and sometimes the research is just in academia or is just in a very far institutions and not for the little or medium archives. So we want to do this to approach them to this research. And then the results in products, having this list of potential risk identified by the archivist, then do this vote about the AI archives by the archivist viewpoint. So not only the ones that are online by the AI experts and all these risks that they see, but also from the perspective of the ones who will be working with them, with the AI. And do this balance between archival expectation and risk and the AI solution by IT professionals. So to know what to expect, maybe it's better than that we think, and what not to expect, because AI is great, but it's not magic. So we have to do this kind of pedagogy and kind of message. And for now, we have not conclusions, of course, it's just the kickoff, but we have some insights. And maybe the first is the need of an AI expert in organizations to assess, parameterize, and manage the AI projects across the organizations, because we've seen that there are a bunch of models, a bunch of solutions, but they are not connected with our solution, our software, our problems. So if we want to use a model that it's online, it's free, it's perfect for us, but we have a catalog or we have a software of description, we'll say, okay, how can I connect them? How can I make real this model in our archive? And also, there may be a gap between AI solution and the archival professionals. I mean, it's a kind of research, very practical research at the end of the AI models and AI solutions. But when there's a research, it's very practical. But the professionals and the people who has to make it real, put it in practice, don't really use it, there's a problem. And there's a problem that can be from the organization, as Eng has mentioned, can be an IT problem, or can be both. So we must do this link between this research, the solutions, and the people who has this challenge, the challenges in the archives, using, of course, all the information and all the conclusions that's it's going on in the research of I Trust AI projects. And that's it. Thank you. If you have questions, or right.
Thank you, Pilar. Questions for the